I don't know if it's working or not.
Roll20 does not want to load.
I think we're live. I don't know.
Hey, we might be live. Let's find out. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's episode of Alignment Shift. And boy, has it been a fun day. Did everyone have a good day today? Yeah, that's the general consensus right there. I've had a confusing day. I had worked for 14 hours, and my tweet blew up and hit like 400 likes tonight. So shout out to Matt Mercer and Leo O'Brien for retweeting me. Probably got me half of those. For those of you just tuning in, we're a bunch of friends that get together and play Matthew Mercer's Tal'Dorei campaign guide-esque adventures in that land. I am the wonderful, eloquent, and always put together Dungeon Master Cal. Joining me tonight, we have Steven. Georgi. I mean, George. I read that wrong. No? No George?
George?
George!
I was muted.
Alex.
And a robot.
Yo!
Mackenzie.
I'm here.
Peggles.
I'm here.
Alex. And Kayla.
Hi.
Did I forget anyone? There's my wife in the other room, but she's probably going to be falling asleep soon. So,
I have a cat.
beginning tonight's episode with a little bit of recap. The party has headed southward on the behest of our monk, Vale, who wanted to head south in order to obtain a legendary artifact known as the Rats of Dievac, which were known to be somewhere south of Stingor. Also, having a message from Elena's brother to a secret lover somewhere in Singorn, the paths aligned, and so the party made their way southward. Upon reaching Singorn, a tentative friendship/enemy was made out of the would-be lover of Oliver DeRollo. She met with her family. Some visions were had. Some research was done. Allies made at the Singorn Council of Religious Studies. Glaive was arrested. A deal was made with the Minister of Defense, for lack of a better term, of the Singorn government to eradicate some fey creatures from a house in the village in exchange for his aid in future endeavors. But time was not of the essence, so the party has decided to venture further south before dealing with this. So, our new allies, Laura and, name blank, Ananduil, and the party are making their way south of Singorn, being led by Ananduil, who knows the journey south better than the rest of you. I would like a marching order.
I thought you were going to say an initiative roll.
Is that how you want to start? Let's see.
But I can't find my magic marker. Hang on.
Magic.
It's magic marker, man. It's like magic missile, but a marker, man.
Always
there's one.
second.
Can I make that spell?
Magic marker.
I was always third.
It's a cantrip. Lets you write temporary notes in the air.
Isn't there already one?
Probably.
Doris would be somewhere in the middle.
Hey, me and Odora's middle buddies.
Okay, honey. I'm sorry, who is after Bernie?
I said second, so.
You're Vale. So we have Anna, Vale, Bernie.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll put Dora's next.
Are we going one by one?
Odora's.
Wait, what's going on? Sorry.
Marching order.
Oh. I'll go back.
Back. All right, so I'll put Laura behind Eldorez. Sapala, I guess.
Oh, I said I was behind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misheard that. So we have Zave, then Laura, then Sip.
Are we riding on horses or are we walking?
You all had horses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had 5 horses.
And Laura had her own. Ananduil does not have a horse, but we'll get to that in a minute.
I'm gonna ride with Vale.
In the
Yes.
front. Vale and all right, so as the party leaves Singorn, meeting up with the rest of the party, you look ahead to see Laura and Anna, who were waiting for you at the gate. Laura mounting a solid black stallion, and next to her you see Anna, who appears to be riding a large deer.
That's so cool.
Appropriate.
And as you come up, there's no saddle on the back of this horse, no saddlebags, absolutely no equipment. And it almost seems to just slightly match the green tint to its fur that she has as well. So as you approach, she looks at all of you and, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What was that, Eldoris?
Listen, I guess so. Let's go.
All right. She, without even, like, there are no reins on this deer. She just kind of pats it on the side, and the deer knowingly turns its head, its antlers reflecting the sunlight of the early morning light. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's afternoon at this point, isn't it?
Think so.
It's whatever time you say it is.
All right. Let me make. All right. It's been 3 weeks. The memory spell. So Anna is going to make her survival check. That was almost a nat 20, but good enough. So at a moderate pace, not galloping and not hurrying quickly, but not dawdling either, you make your way southward past the gate, entering the sea of green that lies before you. You see nothing but large trees darting the landscape as far as the eye can see, stretching across the entire horizon. 200-foot tall sycamores and other rainforest trees covered in ivy and vines, miles and miles away. But even at this distance, you can see the immensity of their scale. As you travel for a few hours, Xavier,
Yes.
a bit of a twinge hits the back of your mind as you ride through the silence. Suddenly, a voice fills your head. Where are you going, Xavier Constantine? I missed you.
Do I recognize words?
You do recognize this voice.
Do you also recognize the magic, if it's like a magic he's using?
Make a straight intelligence check, but knowing you.
Preach.
That sounded bitter.
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah,
That's
not only-
funny.
Yeah, you know very well that this would be the voice of your old family member, Alec, and he is most likely using a message spell.
Well, other than you, Alec, I'm living my life. Why don't you try it?
A couple moments pass. I see you are under the impression that I have not moved on from our previous family. Rest assured, I have found another. But I do have that which you seek.
Nothing you have, I seek.
You are not in search of teleportation.
no, not for me. Nothing for me.
I am surprised, Xavier. We were like brothers once, and now you shun me. I am hurt, Xavier.
She hurt herself and decided to steal from our family.
Perhaps you should keep a better watch on your family. I certainly have been.
I don't respond anymore.
And neither does he. However, the rest of the party, you watch as Xavier has a little bit of a conversation with himself as you arrive.
Xavier, are you?
Yeah, just you know the person that was potentially going to get us in our sleep. No, he knows a little bit of magic. He's not as good as I am, of course.
Full of yourself much.
But you're like 2 horses behind, Chad. He must be very close by.
Oh, so he was sending you messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know that I'm still the only person who talks to myself technically.
Oh,
Do you feel okay?
Yeah. I feel just fine.
Okay.
Still in our arena is mad at me, though.
Whatever happens, we have your back.
I'll have yours for whatever comes.
all right. So you pass for a few more hours into the tree line of the verdant expanse. After I just tried to click on the stream page instead of Roll20, I thought I was on. Excuse me. So, as night begins to fall over the verdant expanse, you all set to make camp. Ananduil picks out a nice spot with her roll. A large lake, and near a large lake, you can see the glistening waters as the sun sets over the Stormcrest Mountains. Who would like to take the first watch for the evening?
I'll take the first watch.
Okay, Elena.
Bernie
ahead.
can join, as he has to clean up after his food.
All right, Bernie, and whichever one of you make a perception check with advantage.
I'm
Go for it, Elena.
Oh, okay. I'm making a what? Check. Sorry.
Perception. Because you're so wise.
You. Oh, everyone's gonna see all of my stuff. There's my character sheet, guys.
We'll need a second monitor.
16.
16.
What? Not a natural 20?
As the night goes by relatively peacefully, you hear the absolute myriad of animals create this chorus of song over the verdant expanse. Many owls and woodland creatures hoot and holler across the entire waters, and you see various ripples and splashes across the lake as many fish dart across the evening, catching small insects. The temperature has already gotten noticeably warmer just a few hours south of Cinnamon at this pace. However, as you are keeping track of the night, you do feel a slight tremor to the ground. For a few moments, just the very slightest vibration. Some of the trees nearby shake, some of the limbs and leaves gently sway in the breeze.
Is it similar? Is the tremor similar to the tremors we felt in Whitestone?
I would say less cacophonous. The tremors that you felt in Whitestone were a large shake that would start and stop immediately. This one started small and grew, and then very slowly drifted away in intensity.
Okay. All right. I take note of that, but I continue to let everyone sleep.
Sure,
Okay.
a great idea.
What?
Letting everybody else. I'm on watch with you.
Oh,
Letting everybody else sleep.
how is that not? I mean, it's just like there's nothing we can do about a tremor.
A tremor out here in the middle of this.
What do you
All right.
suspect we could do about a tremor? What's your grand idea to handle a tremor?
Not to be under the foot of whatever it is.
Well, how do we know that it's on the ground and not under us?
Then to not be over the maw that could be digging.
I don't think it's wise to awaken everyone while they're still resting.
Special DM note, and I don't want anyone to change their actions to this question, but were any preparations made up for the camp?
I did
Sorry.
set up the bubble.
Was that safe?
I did set up the bubble.
Okay, that was what I was wondering. Who is in the bubble?
Fit 10 people, right?
And closely, it can fit 10 people snuggling.
Well,
It's a 10-foot sphere, as I recall.
So all of us, Laura, an underwell, and 2 of the horses.
Yeah.
20-foot circle.
2 of the horses.
It's a what circle?
A 10-foot radius, so it's a 20-foot circle.
So we could fit.
Yeah.
Wow,
could all
how did
fit.
that guy get in our room?
You can fit. I can fit everybody except for the horses
Eh,
and the deer.
yeah.
I feel like the deer could handle itself.
All right. Yes, Sapala?
Well, I was just gonna say that, see, Paula, she kind of looks lost. She doesn't really know what to do with herself because she hasn't. She looks sad because normally she sleeps next to Glaive, but he's not here.
See, Paula, are you all right? I guess this is all before, but we don't know.
No, she can be awake.
Yeah. See, Paula, are you all right?
I'm not really sure.
Are you missing Glaive?
Yeah, I just don't quite know what to do with myself.
I understand that. When you miss something that has become part of home. So.
Well,
Did your grandmother used to sing you lullabies to sleep? Maybe that will help.
Great idea. I'm wonderful with a voice and my lute.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
As long as not for you.
Well, I just would still like to enjoy to hear it.
Okay. Are you having trouble sleeping?
No, just would enjoy to hear a song. Nothing wrong with enjoying a song.
Whatever happened to the problem with the earth tremors before?
I said that we should worry about it.
I'm kidding.
The power of
kidding.
music.
Calm down. But would you prefer that, Sapala?
sure, that would be nice. See, Paula just kind of walks over to Vale and oh, I was going to say that she walks over to where Vale is sleeping and kind of tries to cuddle up next to her to see if that works.
That was weird. Please don't whisper like that again. I felt like there was somebody whispering in my ear from behind the couch. Like,
And then she kind of just stares at Benedictus, waiting for the song.
okay, I'm not actually singing because I didn't think I would be, so I didn't prepare anything, so I'm sorry.
Performance check.
For shame.
That plus that equals 21 with the lute
Okay.
and 19 with my voice.
All right. What kind of song are you singing?
A soft, sweet lullaby about home of Draconia.
Okay. So Sapali, you lay down against Vale's arm and gaze up at Benedictus, who's an imposing figure holding this moderately sized lute. And you kind of prepare yourself for a moment, unsure of what kind of performance is going to come out of this creature. Benedictus sighs for a moment, and you see him adjust his fingers along the frets of the lute. Using his claw on his thumb as a sort of finger pick, he strums one note on the guitar, which rings out over the encampment. And then a second one in a discordant harmony. And very slowly starts picking out this, almost if I said Spanish finger style guitar melody across the air. The very forest seems to go quiet around you as this introduction to the song plays. And then Benedictus opens his mouth and begins to sing a tale of grandeur, a society formed on floating islands in the sky that was brought down by a great battle. The rise of the servants over those that held dominion, and a bastion of peace. The song's titled at the end with one final note: I encourage peace.
See, Paula's passed out and drooling on Vale's arm.
I gently applaud. Very beautiful, Benedictus.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Oh man, I ruined another string.
I think the song was worthy for the string to be ruined.
All right, just out of curiosity, does anyone recognize what I just said there at the end?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right, just check.
We caught what you were throwing out there.
Not to interrupt.
I don't know if people are nerds here or not. You never know. I mean, we're playing D&D. Come on. So, the rest of your watch goes by unabated. Who's taking the next watch?
Cool.
I'll take it as well.
And now I need to write a Spanish fingerstyle guitar piece titled "I Encourage Peace."
That's fantastic.
So,
I'm excited.
whoever it is, make your perception check with advantage.
Let me see.
Ah.
You have that vision.
Yeah. Bismillah. Yeah, you damage.
That's an unusual thing for you.
Yeah,
I
right.
know. It's crazy, right? Oh, that's not a 15, that's a 12. Plus much. 19.
Okay, I mean that's more than Elena had. So, the wee hour morning when your begins, the moon right high into the air, creating this silver glow over this vast body of water before you. A couple hours pass, and once again, although for the first time for you, the ground around you a little more violently than the one I described to Elena.
Do you feel that?
A nearby branch in a tree sways and then snaps as the bushes around you even shake violently. Around you see squirrels and raccoons and other rodents come scurrying out and begin running around the forest.
Yeah, I just feel that.
And Vale, you made the perception, correct?
Yes.
As you glance around over the Vestal Waters, which is what this lake you are on is called, you see nestled at the base of the Stormcrest Mountains just a small flickering light at the very opposite shore, no more than a day's journey away from you. And as that vibration subsided, you saw the light flicker even brighter for an instant on the other end and then go dark.
I saw a light across the lake. You. What do you think?
I look, is there still a light, or?
Glancing across the water, you do not see any light in particular. No.
Perhaps another traveling trip on the other side of the lake?
The Vale, the size of the light that you did see would have been the equivalent to the glow of a village on the other side of the lake.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so it wasn't like, hey, someone's got a torch over there.
Yes, not like a torch, more like, hey, look, 50 miles in that direction, there's 50 torches.
Ah, it was a large light.
Yeah.
Let's maybe if it's on the way, maybe we can check it out tomorrow. Let's stay here for the night.
I mean, we were already doing that.
Yeah. I'm just reaffirming.
Yeah, hopefully our stalker decided to leave.
You think he follows up?
Well, seeing as how he was messaging and talking to me in my head,
How far can you do that from?
roughly 30 or 50.
Oh. Do you want to take a look around then?
No. I feel hurt worse, but know that his inability to touch a fire in here.
Can I make another quick scan, specifically looking for this guy who's nearby?
Sure, make a perception check.
Yeah, shit.
I will point out the range on message is 120 feet.
It's funny though, because he had to burn 3 spells.
Oh. I'm just remembering the cantrip message.
And it's 240 if you have spell snipe.
That's for attacks.
Oh. Alright. It's a emotional attack. I got a 10.
Nope, nothing. As forest, the motion of all the trees and the rodents seems to have subsided at this point, and a general calm comes over the woods. However, the sound of all the awakened beings fills the air, just an endless screech of birds wakened from their slumber and baying animals in the distance, what sounds like a form of goat or something that's out through the woods.
Actually, you wanna know where he is? We can do that.
Sorry, say that again.
Do you want to know where he is?
I mean, I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
I will hand you the scribble.
Oh, okay, I'll attune for my gloves real quick and attune to it, then use it to scry on Alec.
Can your spells leave the ball, the sphere?
I would assume so. Well,
Check.
I thought just no magic could pass through it.
Creatures and objects within domain. When you cast a spell can move freely, all creatures. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. So no.
Yeah. So you would have to step out in order to cast it.
I'll tune to it in the bubble first.
Okay.
Then I'll say Vale, come out with me,
I'll watch you.
or at least watch me.
Oh yeah.
I'll sit there and do the scry.
Okay. What is the DC on that?
I believe it's 17.
And it's wisdom.
Yes.
And the modifiers do change since I know of him and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I hand you one of the drawings, in case that helps also.
All right. You tell me what the DC is.
Let me grab.
You know what? I'll roll first. We're assuming it's wisdom, right?
I
I believe it's wisdom. Yes.
16, 19.
Um,
19.
you know the target well, correct? Save modifier is -5. Connection, likeness or picture, possession or garment. Is -4. So he's unless you have a body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like.
Alright, so whatever he rolls -5, basically, right?
No, -9.
Okay. So I got 10. All right. So your vision enters the scriball and shoots above the verdant expanse around you, and then very quickly whooshes right back in to the very woods that you are in, passes through several trees and canopies, and you see up or at the base of a tree, in the very roots around it, this very small, almost lean-to like structure that has been haphazardly placed up against a mighty oak tree. And beneath it, you see in dark, almost puce robes. I think that's the proper color. A purpley red figure hooded beneath this tree. The hood pulled high over his head. You see beneath the hood very dark tanned skin, almost like wet beach sand, coarse and gritty and cracked in certain places. One eye is completely covered with this iron plate that is almost embedded into the sand-like skin. The other eye closed and presently appears to be sleeping.
Okay.
Also cast suggestion.
I can.
One.
Just
I hear Edgar.
Yeah.
And the DC on the suggestion, I assume, is 17 as well.
I assume so.
That'll pass, though. So as you go to cast suggestion on him...
I didn't say I would pass my last remaining others.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 17 DC though.
I'm saying so.
All right.
She said it pass. Do I get a rough direction where he is from? Oh, you said it was like a mighty oak he was listening to.
Make a perception check.
Huh.
He's looking at a guy.
Misread this item.
Hmm.
So it says once used, the suggestion power of the crystal ball can't be used again until the next dawn. It
Mhm.
doesn't say the crystal ball scry spell is only usable once a day.
Oh.
Just the suggestion part.
24.
Fun to know.
You got a 23.
Okay. With the very blurry vision, however, the oak tree seemed to have been facing in a direction where you could see the Stormcrest Mountains in the background, giving you a general idea that he is somewhere west of you and nearby enough that the mountains are still in view.
Oh, and by the way, the bubble one, I forgot the bubble goes down my leaf. So I forgot about that.
Whoops.
Forgot about that, sorry. So he's not too far away. Do you want to wake a few others and just say, hey, stay alert? We're gonna go do something real quick. Just go bag and tag him.
Yeah. I'll wake Eldoris. And Benedictus.
Oh, what?
What?
We're the guy who was stalking us last night in our room. He's nearby. We're gonna go collect him.
Exactly where he is, and I hit the crystal ball.
Oh,
So just.
You'd like to keep watch.
are you going to be okay?
Look at Xavier.
We have the decreases. We'll let you know, and I can easily get us right back.
How far did you say it was?
So
Close-ish.
maybe
Close enough that you can pretty much see the same view that you currently see, just minus the water.
Okay.
yeah, I could use the first back.
Let's go make bad choices.
Yeah, let's go. I'll hand the crystal ball back.
All right, I will. I'll put it in my bag of holding. I'm gonna leave my bag of holding here.
I'll leave my bag too. That has all my stuff.
Okay.
And we rush out together. I'm sorry, I can't talk too much louder.
So you guys are going in search of the tree?
A little stealth.
All right. Roll a stealth check.
Using the Xavier die. You won't fail me. Oh, you asshole. Wait. That's.
Got my plus.
It's got.
On my
Yeah.
23.
Okay.
27.
Okay. And one of the two make a survival check.
Guess I'll do that.
You probably have more.
20.
20. All right. So the two of you walk for only about 15 minutes, passing from shadow to shadow through the forest, where you see a small clearing in which this large oak tree stands. It's a massive oak tree, and rooted into the ground, you see just barely a just plank of wood placed over the roots, and what appears to be a bit of leg poking out from under it.
Edgar.
Birds are gonna give us away.
You ready, Vale?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Solaris feather out. I'm gonna have my mage hand reach over and slowly lift up or like pull. It's actually pull over the lean-to, but like open up the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can grab them, right? I love the veil. I've seen you do it with your little chain weapon.
It doesn't work on a prone target.
We'll
I can just
get 'em.
tie him up while he's asleep.
You ready? Are you ready?
Yeah?
You're a monk. I give me a little pull or something.
Not that kind of monk.
You're stronger than me.
I don't think I am.
I have a -1.
Oh, yes I am. How did you get a -1? Anyway, doesn't matter.
I have a 0. Never mind.
That's what I thought.
Quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie him while he's sleeping.
You're gonna try to stealth tie him.
Yes.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
That's more.
That's more, yeah.
More like it. That's how I roll. Disadvantage. These are not the dice I want to roll, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Could
Okay.
I guess? No, never mind.
Yeah. What? That is a 23.
You do anything?
23.
Yeah, 23. I rolled a 9.
So you come over to the little lean-to he has set up and glance inside. The first thing that you notice, because this is your first time seeing him, is the strange texture to his skin. There's almost a sand-like quality to his skin, this deep brownish tan color that cracks like a dry desert. His one eye covered by this metallic plate and his arms pulled up under the robes. Nevertheless, you slip your kusarigama, or whatever weapon it is, and daintily wrap the chain around him once, twice, 3 times.
Lady.
On the 4th time, you see him stir just slightly, and you pause for a hair's breadth before continuing and getting that 4th wrap around. He is restrained.
Hey, Mac, you got nothing on your raps. I'm turning my mic off now.
I get it.
I liked it.
I'm gonna walk up. Not like stomp up to him. Just slowly walk up to him.
Okay.
Down like staring at him. And just slap him.
Okay.
-1 damage.
He takes 1 point of damage.
Let me do it.
Oh, would it be a critical hit automatically?
2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. Fought hard for that one.
You can
Um,
too.
As it hits your hand, Xavier, you hit him, correct?
Yes.
There's almost this feeling of sandpaper as your hand comes across his face. This poof of dust comes off, and you hear him, ah! And the chains suddenly pull tight up against you, Vale. You have to struggle to hold them down. What is, who is,
I hold my blade up to his throat.
hello.
You still forget the teachings we've been taught.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What?
You forget some of the teachings we've been taught.
I have not forgotten anything, Xavier Constantine.
Why are you following us?
I have missed you, like I said, Xavier.
This is spoiling an obsession now.
I simply wanted a way back into Imam, and you were the best candidate. You always were their favorite.
I'm gonna, while he's restrained, I'm gonna rummage through his pockets and grab whatever he has, like weapons, or anything like along the lines of that.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Yeah, that's mine.
Can I hold an action?
Sure, what action would you like to hold?
I would like to if I see him casting anything, I would like to punch him in the face.
23.
23. The first thing, as you reach into his pockets, he, keeping his hands inside his robes, lifts his hands above his head, both arms like still in his robe, monk style. Help yourself to anything I have, Xavier. The first thing you pull out is a heavy coin purse. This, as it comes out of his pocket, numerous gold coins just spill out onto this forest floor.
I
The
need to tie it properly.
Retie it properly. The second thing that you pull out appears to be a folded fan.
Oh, there we go. Oriental. Not bad.
European.
You're,
Does it have faces on it?
Are you going to open it?
no.
Not right now.
Not right now.
And let me just check something real quick. Okay. It's at this point, Vale, that you see him begin to mutter something under his breath, and his hands inside his robes begin to move.
And smack!
Okay, roll to hit.
With advantage. Right? He's restrained.
Yes.
Alright. A lot. 27. No, excuse me. 22.
That might hit.
Just making sure. I don't know why, but for some reason I decided adding 15 was a good idea. That's not correct at all.
Against Alec, yeah.
Oh, I suppose I'll do damage too. 11 points.
11 points of damage.
And I would
Yeah.
like to stop him from speaking. Let's call it like a throat punch.
Yeah.
I know where your vocal cords are.
Okay. So as you punch him in the throat, there is this sickening sound of almost rocks smashing together as you feel his stone dry skin go inward, and this puff of dusty air comes out of his mouth.
None of that.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to try to cast anything like he's around. He's seen me do it plenty of times.
She.
I'm sorry.
She's way more buff than all the men in this party, so it's easy to mistake.
Buff.
Well, look how well defined her muscles are versus mine.
It's only been a year.
Did I find anything else? Or was that the stealth time?
So at this point, are you going to search through more pockets?
Yeah. I think you said I found something else, so you're just making sure.
All right. So make another investigation check.
Alright.
I'm gonna put a knee on one of his hands, so he can't move it.
That is a 27.
27. As you reach into his left side, you feel what appears to be the hilt of a dagger, and as you begin to pull it out, Vale, you begin to feel him slip beneath your fingers, and you press your knee harder into his hands, which are still clenched to his chest inside his sleeves. And as you push harder, his sleeves come open, and you see now that his hand is almost deformed and blackened. And as it comes in contact with your knee, does a 21 hit?
You're muted.
No.
Yes, a 21 hits.
A 21 does not hit.
Really?
Really?
Wouldn't he be rolling at a disadvantage too? For
If
being
he's
restrained?
Okay, so it's even less
also
than
prone.
Also prone. All right, so even less than that then. His hand comes towards you, and you see this flicker of black energy, which you very quickly dodge to the side.
Nothing. You just try and blate me? Are you kidding me?
I had to try something. You are going to kill me.
You don't know that.
Oh, no. I may just bring you back to the nest and have you explain everything to them. Maybe they'll tell you.
I need initiative at this point.
Oh God.
This poor bastard.
Where'd my marker go? Why do I always lose my marker?
Because it hates you.
It does hate me.
But we
There's
love
another
you.
marker. All right.
I found the dagger.
I'm sorry?
I have this dagger, correct?
That would have to be your first action. You're still currently pulling it out. So if your first action will be to remove it the rest of the way, I will accept that his dagger is no longer on him. Well, what'd you get for initiative?
Yeah, I'm at 20.
Okay.
21.
21.
Oh, fuck my life. Okay.
Two of the most dexterous people in the party. Two of.
Okay,
That's
so
what I said.
Vale, you up first.
I'm just gonna hit until he surrenders. Full round of attacks.
Okay.
Get him low. I can sleep him.
I don't. So that's gonna be 4 attacks at advantage because he's prone.
Mm-hmm.
Stop casting spells!
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
And I've like grabbed my staff from where it was while I was tying him.
Okay.
So 27.
Yes.
The first hit. You know what, I'll stun him too. I'll burn a key point to stun him too. Why not?
Add insult to injury.
Yeah. I don't want him casting anything. So it's a con save. With the first hit.
17.
I believe that succeeds. I don't know where to get the left hand. I think it's like 15. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, he still takes. Oh, that's the wrong die.
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom modifier for your proficiency bonus. Or your save DC.
Yeah, 15. All right. 14 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
Second attack. Ooh, I'm glad it's an advantage. 24
To hit or 24 damage?
hit.
That'll hit.
Unfortunately, I can't do 24 damage in one hit.
Yet.
That's where multiple hits comes from. 16 more damage.
Okay.
Third attack. A lot. 22.
That'll hit.
11 more damage. Fourth attack. Much more.
Yes, that'll hit.
27. And 11 more damage. Rolling good damage.
Non-lethal,
Okay.
non-lethal.
As I'm punching him
Now it's
and
Xavier's
hitting him
turn.
with my staff.
I'll just hold my hand over his face, and a sigil appears in front of him, and a puff of dust goes in his face. I cast sleep.
Okay, what's the save on that?
There is no save. I have to roll some dice. So I'm rolling 5d8, and I can choose that creature,
Mhm.
and from his remaining hit points. So let's roll.
Let me see what he has remaining.
Uh, 16. So I roll 30.
Okay.
So,
Has no effect.
he has above 30. Damn.
As the dust goes over him, is that your full action?
That was an action, yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Can I use my bonus action to fully remove the dagger? Seeing as I was got my own dagger, which would have been a free action, would you accept a bonus action for it?
Sure. Make a dexterity check. Because technically it's full action to pick up weapons and things like that, but
No, just from what you said before.
yeah, I know that's I'm agreeing. That's dexterity check.
I even used the Elena guy. 1.
One, you begin to pull it out of his robe, and he turns quickly on the ground, faster than you were expecting, and pins your arm below, and he turns and points toward Vale with this sickening finger, and you hear him. This is between Xavier and I.
Is this considered an attack against me?
Yes.
Okay. An attack where he has the roll specifically.
No.
Okay, then.
Well, let me check. Let me double check. No, it is not.
Okay, never mind.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Excellent.
Spell. Is he casting a spell?
He is casting a spell.
Counter spell, 5th level.
This poor bastard.
You're gonna have to roll for it.
Oh, it's enough. Alright. May I ask the DC, at least?
17.
Ah.
Ooh.
Well, I rolled exactly a 17.
As you watch as he points his finger at Vale, this pulse of greenish black energy builds at the fingertip, and just as the beam is about to leave his finger, Xavier, you quickly snuff your hand past it, causing it to poof in a flash of smoke. I see you've gained more tricks, Xavier. I have as well.
I'm really digging this character.
A grave?
Back up to Vale's turn.
See, what I heard Xavier say was keep hitting him. So I will keep attacking. Is he still prone?
Technically, yeah.
Alright. 7? No, 18.
Hits.
Alright. Let's put the staff. 13 more points of damage, and I'm going to go for another stunning strike. So another con save.
Oh, good, my dump stat.
Hey!
Wow, there's lots of birds around, y'all.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. 19.
Yep, that makes it. Next attack. 22.
22 to hit.
Yes.
Yes, that hits. I'll just tell you right now, his class is 12.
Are we the bad guys? Oh, I I only miss on a 1. Or, yeah, I only miss on a 1.
That's funny.
He's wearing robes, you guys.
I know. 14 more points of damage. And then, I don't suppose there's a monk that gives me advantage versus spells. I don't think there is.
You have evasion against AoE.
That's true, but I don't think that's what he's using. I'll hit him again.
Okay.
Just once this time. 20.
That hits you.
9 more damage.
Jesus.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
All right, and as you just wail into him over and over again, we're back to Xavier's turn. You just watch as pieces of his sand-like flesh are just covering the forest floor around you.
Okay, I can't actually look at my list there. I will snap my finger, a blade of dark energy forms in my hand. You know, we don't even need you. All we need is your corpse. And I'm going to I cast Shadow Blade as using my bonus action,
Okay.
and then I Green Flame Blade him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Natural 20.
That'll hit.
This was gnarly. So it's another 2d8.
Which spells did you cast?
I cast Shadow Blade. That's
Mhm.
my
Which-
bonus action.
Right. What does that do again?
I basically have a weapon.
Okay.
It summons a illusionary sort of shadow energy that does 2d8 psychic damage when I hit it with it.
Okay.
And then I cast Green Flame Blade, which Stacy allows me to attack. Using that action, I attack. And add
As you cast Green Flame Blade, he casts counterspell.
Oh.
Okay, he counters
The Green Flame Blade.
yes.
He sees it coming in the last one.
He counters my attack.
Okay. So I got him.
Well, let me read the.
Oh yeah.
As part of this casting, you must make so. I'm casting
Okay.
the spell, but it's also making you make another attack.
Yeah.
Does the attack still go?
So yeah, you're still making the attack, but it's only with the first weapon.
So it's only with the weapon damage. Oh, I lose 2d8 damage. Okay. 20 points of psychic damage.
Okay, and you watch as the knife comes into him, this glowing blade. What you expect to be a obscene amount of damage only seems to scratch the surface of his skin.
Wait, does he have resistance to psychic damage? Oh shit.
I forgot. Sorry, when I did a Flurry of Blows, I learned damage resistance, immunities, condition immunities, and damage vulnerabilities.
Oh, you learned all of those?
Oh yeah, that's in the update.
Oh, okay. So
I don't get to choose anymore. I just get all of them.
you learn damage resistance, damage immunities, and what?
Condition immunities and damage vulnerabilities.
Okay, he doesn't have any of those last two, but he has damage resistance to all damage from spells and damage immunity to necrotic.
Can confirm he has resistance to spells.
Ah. Alright.
Okay. So as you pull the blade back, surprised by this, and you hear Vale's words ringing in your ear, he turns to you. Oh, gosh. Oh, man, I need to check this spell before I use it.
Here comes the hammer.
All right.
He throws a hammer.
He's gonna self-destruct.
Oh shit.
Can we self-destruct while we do it?
No. Hold on, let me see this. To me. AJ, look at your phone.
He's phoning a friend.
He points at you and says to Vale, "Why don't you help me?"
I'd really rather not.
Counter spell.
Oh, yeah.
This poor guy.
What level?
4th.
You're gonna have to roll for it.
Probably 5th, alright.
Oh, nominate person.
Well, that's okay because it'll make 10.
Jeez. Once again, his spell fails in his hand.
Are we the bad guys?
Are we the bad guys?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm not.
I'm growing impatient, Xavier.
So am I.
So am I. I'm running out of third level spell slots. Or that was a 5th that time. All right, back up to Vale.
I guess I'll keep hitting him. Take him out. I don't feel good about this anymore. I wanted to fight, but now I feel bad.
Now I need you to check. Oh. Okay.
30.
I think so.
So,
15 damage. 26.
whack.
It's. How many more key points do you have? Fuck.
I'm not using key points.
I thought Flurry of Blows cost a key point.
Huh?
Didn't Flurry of Blows cost a key point?
Yes, but I've only used it once.
Oh,
I get 3 attacks normally.
gotcha.
Another 12 points of damage.
Another 12?
Bonus action. 1 more attack. 20.
Yeah, that hits.
I don't know why I keep doing this math. If I roll a 1, I miss. 10 more damage.
Okay. At this point, large chunks of his flesh are now missing, and you just see this, like, sandy skin below that's, like, almost bleeding this brackish blood.
What are you?
I'm complicated.
I don't get to learn creature type anymore.
You're wondering what you're sure right now.
I'm done.
Xavier, your turn.
Okay. I draw. I have a Solaris feather in my other hand. I'll just attack them with that.
Okay, roll to hit.
$25.
That'll hit.
Okay, this is downgrading to a D4. Mm, 9 points of damage.
As you stab him with the feather, you watch as his eyes grow wide and you see them transfix on the blade in front of you. You. I no longer fear death, Savior. Do you say the same?
My ancestors were smiling at me, Imperial.
And with
Sorry.
Sorry.
and with that, switch back to the spell. Veil.
Yeah.
No, it's Xavier.
Yeah.
Page.
It's making me go to a page now.
You ever just go out in the woods and beat the shit out of a guy?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
Well, we beat the shit out of a bear with our first session.
Guys, I can't
That's
take
true.
notes because of
It's
my
my
cat.
hobby.
Oh yeah, I need to remember to start taking notes again.
I can't take notes because my cat is sleeping on my notebook.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It's not.
It is.
Sounds like it could be easily rectified by having the cat in your lap.
I can come out there and fix that for you.
That's chill. I don't want to disturb her.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Especially because she's been upset with me.
This is a real tough DM choice I'm getting right here, guys.
Power word kill.
Well,
This guy's actually level 20. He's just super unlucky.
super unlucky. No, I don't think he's sucky.
There we go. In order.
Sure.
The fact that he's conversing with another, person.
Vale, what are your hit point? What are your hit points?
70. Why?
As you say, as he says, I no longer fear death. This pulse emanates from his body, and suddenly your vision just begins to swim and churn in your head, and your stomach clenches, and you feel as though your eardrums are ready to burst.
Wait, is
Uh,
that a spell he cast, or?
It is a spell, yes.
Counter spell?
Roll for it.
4th level?
Okay.
Although it probably makes no fucking difference. So I just want to mark it off. DC, please?
18.
Oh, God. So it's not killing. Okay, come on. Need a
Yeah, it doesn't actually make me feel better.
19.
Jesus.
14.
Counter spell?
Once again, his spell, you create a sensory barrier between you and Vale as this pulse wave emanates around the woods. You are quite the opponent, Xavier. I do not wish to kill you.
If you stop resisting, we don't want to kill you either.
Back up to Vale.
Say the word, I'll stop. Like, oh, dude.
I just do this motion of Vale and just hit another round.
Vale,
Yeah.
Vale, make a religion check real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
That's not a good sign.
that's never a good sign.
21.
As you glance at his robes and his eye and his hand, you suddenly remember a few lessons from Archon that stuck with you, and something about a cult of remnants.
Okay. I was actually thinking that when we started this, I was gonna make a joke like, hey, the Hand of Vecna sure gets around. And it's actually kind of funny, because, okay.
Nerd!
Yes.
Anyway, that's just something that Vale recognized.
Okay.
Let's
Makes sense.
One second, just checking something.
It's
Nope,
plus
I'm good.
10 damage to all cultists.
I wish that would be amazing. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. All right, going for another flurry of blows. Oop, that's the wrong direction for key points to be going. Not a 1. 9 damage. He still hasn't gotten up.
No, just laying there and taking all this. Doesn't even
Okay.
seem to be wincing in pain either.
All right, 15 more points. Uh, 11 more. And 7 more.
Okay.
I'm done.
How do you want to do this?
Just
Bash is gone.
yeah. If you said there's a thing with the eye,
Yeah, there's an eye patch.
I want to make that not a distinguishing feature anymore.
Okay. So as he's laying there, tied up and unable to move, you wail him in the side of the head with your staff, and the metal caves inward. You see as it cracks this bright glow coming from the inside, this blue energy. And as you hit it again, the metal splits inward, concaving into the skull. The light begins to flicker and pulse, and with your third strike, you hear the sickening crunch as your staff enters the eye socket, making this horrible popping sound. And his body twitches and then goes still.
Yeesh.
You sure this guy was dangerous?
Did you see what was happening in his eyeball?
No. Well, okay, there was glowing, but that was it.
Doesn't look right. He
Shake blow, Xavier.
Yes, it does. But he never. He was. His library always went to the top shelf. He was never this insane. For the most part.
Okay.
Something happened to him.
Was he always a worshipper of Vecna?
Worshipper of Vecna.
Mm-hmm. All the signs: the eye, the hand, the no fear of death.
From what I remember, no. When I knew him, he had both his eyes and both in two good, very good hands.
What the hell happened to him?
Let's. I'll explain it to you as we're.
More specifically, what was with his skin?
Oh, he was a genasi.
Ah,
An earth genasi, to be specific.
okay.
Can I pull that sheath and all? I'm not pulling the dagger out, but can I get the dagger off his belt?
Yeah. As you pull back the dagger, you see this cool-looking, curved, bronze-colored dagger, very Eastern style with a curved blade, with several gems along the hilt and a chains dangling from its sheath.
And roll gaudy. Maybe I'll roll.
No, Elena doesn't have a dagger.
Did I find anything else?
Scrounging through, no, he's aside from the robes that he's wearing, which are now covered in this almost mud-like blood, he was only traveling with the gold, the fan, and the dagger. Oh, actually, you do find some artist supplies like paper and charcoal.
Yoink.
Put those in the bag. I can use those.
What? Oh,
Yeah. Well, you got it.
took literally everything.
Well, that's all. Like the bad they just leave in here. Then I bring them back to the group.
You're bringing him back to the group, you said?
No, I feel bad if you just leave them there.
What gonna do?
I stand up, walk like a foot or two away, and moving my hands quickly. A big patch of dirt next to us moves and shifts 5 feet over.
Okay.
I do it again for another patch and make like a little hole, like a grave. Just toss them in here. Alright, let's go. We're not the strongest, but
Just for fun. I would like to sort of pray over his body to Sarenrae.
Mhm.
I don't want to. I want to spite his undeath by casting bless on him.
Okay. So you kneel fresh grave and clutch at the symbol around your neck, blessing the inanimate corpse in front of you, almost as a warding to its undeath.
I'll take a few. Putting a stick in the ground at the head for a headstone. I also put.
There's another sickening crunch.
I take a few twigs and put them in a circle. Alright, that does that. Let's get back to the group.
All right.
I just put my hand on Vale's shoulder and appear there.
Phil turned to walk away and just whoa, got teleported.
Hey guys, how'd it go?
Well, we don't have a stalker anymore. I have a few things to identify.
Did you wash your hands?
I press a vegetation in my hand.
Okay.
You didn't need
What
that?
about her?
Thank you.
I'll do our clothes while we're at it.
Thank you.
I'm kind of upset we missed out on all the fun.
No, you're not.
He doesn't have his right mind.
Wait, so did you kill him or not?
Woke
I'm
you
going
up.
back to bed.
Oh, I wasn't awake, sorry. I'm still asleep.
I'll sit for 10 minutes and recast the bubble.
Okay.
Oh, the bubble. I heard the bowl. It's like, what bowl?
I'm going back to bed.
Okay. Thank you
You
for
too.
dinner.
And then I'll identify both the dagger and the fan. I'll start with the fan first.
Okay. After you cast the Identify spell for a certain time, what you have is the Fan of Many Faces. It's pretty much a hat of disguises, but it's technically a fan that you hold in front of your face, and it kind of, I don't want to say magically, but magically it transfixes in front of you and lets people see what you want them to see. Like an old beggar man picking your pocket in the streets of Singapore.
Ah.
Ow.
That was super creepy to hear both.
Man, I'm super annoyed that not one of his attacks hit you tonight.
You know, I'm kind of okay with it.
What, you didn't want to take 5d plus 20 force damage?
Not particularly.
Andy.
Now, if it were another type of damage, maybe, but not force damage.
Attunement?
Yes.
Losing interest.
What about the dagger?
The dagger would be as you attune to it, or not attune, as you identify it after time. It is referred to as the Dagger of Wounding.
Ooh.
It is a melee or ranged weapon attack, plus 7 to hit. Oh wait, no, that's his stats. Sorry. Okay, so it's a regular dagger. But once per turn, you may choose to wound a target. At the start of each of the wounded creature's turns, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage for each time it's been wounded, and it must then make a DC 15 con saving throw, ending the effects of all wounds on itself in a success. Alternatively, the wounded creature or a creature within 5 feet can use an action to make a medicine check, ending the wounds as well. So it can stack wounds.
Mm. I don't know, maybe Elena will like a dagger, I don't know.
Oh, I was thinking that might be beneficial for you to use.
He already has daggers.
I know, he's the only one who uses them.
I can use them.
I didn't say can.
And
It would be beneficial.
60 feet away with a longbow. I've got a dagger.
I do some close fighting as well.
Call that fighting.
anyways,
And there was. And how much coin? Might as well get that out of there.
As you count through the coin bag, about 600 gold pieces.
Hey, Vale. I just hand her the entire bag.
Happily accepted.
Of course.
About 600 in there.
Excellent.
I guess we'll just finish our watch.
Alright.
All right. So your watch goes by for the rest of the night, unabated. But as the morning creeps up, you feel once again the ground.
No way that's a good...
But that was at the end of your shift. So who's taking the next shift?
I shall.
Sipala
And Uldor.
and Oldores. All right. Perception check with
Real
advantage
quick,
from
I
yes.
will let them both know about the tremors. And just like take note if they get longer, seem more distant, seem closer, become more frequent. I don't think it's a good thing.
Okay.
Do they seem like the ones that we felt in Whitestone?
They do not.
Okay.
Are you very perceptive, Sipala? You are rolling. Oh.
I got a 23.
As your watch continues throughout the mid-morning, the light slowly begins to creep over the mountains. You glance across the water and see what appears to be a large column of smoke rising from the other side of the lake.
Yildoris, do you see that?
See what?
The smoke. Do you see the large column of smoke over there?
Where?
That points my direction.
Oh. Oh. I see it now. That's smoke. Maybe a campfire?
How large is the column of smoke?
Probably about 200 feet high, 30 feet across, maybe 40 feet across. It's massive.
Not campfire, so
I don't think that's a campfire, Eudorus.
maybe a big campfire?
Or a city burning down.
Oh, oh no, no more burning cities. I suppose you're gonna want to wake everybody up and go try and find out.
Yes.
I was afraid of that.
Sorry, Eudorus.
Have we noticed any tremoring in the ground?
No, actually.
See, Paula starts waking everybody up.
Yeah, and so as the mid-morning light comes to Paula, you rouse everyone.
What's going on?
There's a large pillar of smoke.
Could be a campfire.
Not, it's too big. I thought maybe a big campfire, but it's still pretty big.
Okay, all
Where
right.
is it?
I grab his head and I turn it in the direction. That way.
Oh. Can we still see
Yeah,
it?
that's that is bigger than a campfire.
I think we should go check it out.
Probably.
Well, might as well start heading out.
See, Paula starts walking in that direction.
All right, you're all making your way in the direction.
Yeah.
All right. So it's about a half day's journey. Anandul and Laura are a little bit confused as you're making sure. That's a little bit. That's a little bit out of the way. You're going the wrong side of the lake, guys.
They take themselves as the hero types. It's better that we just follow them and make sure that they don't get themselves killed.
Do you know,
Oh,
do you know what's over here?
on that side, just a small fishing village.
Oh no, it's because they're fishing.
Anandul, I have a question for
Yeah,
you're kind of from this area. Yeah,
yeah. Warren, what do you say, Warren?
of course you are. So, Vale said there was some tremors in the night. Are there any really big creatures that would cause tremors in the ground out here?
Not this deep in the forest. Maybe up in the mountains.
Nothing maybe underground?
The things underground that make tremors usually stay in the mountains. They don't come down this far. What, were you feeling tremors?
Well, I felt tremors.
You too?
Yes. I did not know if it was a big deal or not.
See, Paula and I did not feel any over our watch. When we saw the pillar of smoke.
Oh, come on, Lola.
Anna kind of stops for a moment. She looks out in the direction of the smoking village, and she goes, well, that is kind of close to the foot of the mountain. There,
And you
yeah?
said there was a small fishing village over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
That means people could be hurt. Okay.
So you begin to make haste in that direction, I assume?
I am.
Yeah.
All right.
Eudorus would probably not be far behind Zabala, but reluctant.
And looking back at Anna, suddenly see she looks a little bit afraid. Her skin has gone from the green and is now a what color? Almost golden red.
I'm gonna switch a few of my spells and I'll be following.
Just mentions.
I'm muted.
What's that?
As you get closer, the shadow of the Stormcrest Mountain looms in front of you. The pillar of smoke rising into the air. You see in front of you small wooden structures, almost huts, that are positioned here and there, dotting a very stony landscape. However, every one of them lies in absolute ruin. Some of them smoldering as whatever hearth was burning on the inside now billows its unspent fuel into the air. There's a general stillness to the very atmosphere as you enter the village. The ground around seems to be a very thin, coarse gravel in places, each building toppled from the inside.
Do we see or hear any movement, any people, any creature?
Make a perception check.
That's a whole 6.
Ooh.
All six.
That is a whole 6.
Glancing around, you see no signs of life, no signs of survivors or battle or anything.
Okay, we're let's
It's as if every person that was in this village disappeared throughout the night. And you see 10, 20, 30 buildings. This was a not huge fishing village, but large. The houses are primitive yet ornate, not elven or human, but simple.
Yeah, no, really, I don't like it here. Laura, you can stay here. This is what you wanted, right? I don't want this. I want out.
As you glance at Laura, she's standing with her blade out, looking at every building and just silently watching the landscape.
Show off.
See, Paul is searching for signs of life.
Okay, make a perception check.
It's a 16.
A 16. As you glancing at one of the nearby collapsed houses, you see what appears to be beneath the rubble, pinned under a collapsed roof, what appears to be a very small hand sticking out from the stone.
See, Paula runs over and she tries pushing anything she can, the rubble off of the person or whatever.
Okay, make a strength check.
Well,
Natural 20.
Team no strength,
Hey.
except one of us.
I got a 4.
Okay, as you run up, you take note of the hand that's in front of you, recognizing that it's not a small hand to you. It's about your size and looks to be a masculine hand with hairyish knuckles. This could be a gnome, dwarf, or halfling residence that you are approaching. You come up to the large stone slab that is covering this entity and begin to... And it does not budge.
Excuse me. Small person?
Small person.
Do you need help?
Please.
Okay.
Roll it.
Yoink.
Where the hell? I put my book on top of them. That's where the hell it went. Let's see what we got. And huzzah. Now, is this a strength check flat or is it an athletics?
Owlet.
I got outlet.
You got an owlet?
What did you say?
That's what I heard.
Oh.
What did you say?
Oh, I understand. Athletics.
Okay. Modded 20.
Modded 20. As you come up to this large stone kind of roofing piece that had been over this area, you begin to hoist and lift, and you feel it begin to give way from the ground. And as it topples over to the other side, you have to suddenly catch yourself from falling backward as you realize the stone is covering a massive 10-foot wide hole that just goes down into pitch blackness.
Blackness.
Hi everyone, Mike Tyson here. We're playing D&D.
Peter
Mike Tyson would be fun to play D&D with.
The hand that had been pinned beneath as you lift it up from under the rock, you realize was no longer attached to a body, and it's just a hand and forearm left at the top of this hole.
Well,
And at this point, as slight bits of rubble begin to fall into the hole, and you hear them clacking off the rocks, echoing down into this tunnel, the ground around you begins to...
Run. Shit.
I was afraid of that.
Don't like it. I don't like it.
The vibration intensifies, the buildings around you shift and fall, other holes emerging around you. As the ground between you all erupts in a cacophonous explosion, you see in front of you a massive gray-scaled lizard that roars into the sky, eyeless, hundreds of teeth, gleaming down a gaping maw. And that's where we'll take our break for tonight.
Very nice.
Did we get a short rest?
You got a long rest.
Okay, I thought this was during third watch.
No, this is third watch ended, and you guys went about your
Okay.
day.
Excellent.
tricks and twists.
I think we're live.
Hello, and welcome back. You're singing the
Yes.
Priscilla
are.
song from The Witcher 3.
We don't own it, so don't sue us.
Yeah, don't. I was off key, so it's not in the right. Totally, I don't know.
Don't sue us, Snuggles. Don't sue us.
I mean, they play it on
So
Critical
sad.
Role, so he's not even listening. Or
Yeah,
what?
but Critical Role has special permission from the
Yeah, we
games.
don't. I mean, not yet.
Right.
Yes.
We'd love to have.
So if you're listening, CD Projekt Red, sponsor us at alignmentshift.facebook.com. Whatever.
Hashtag
Um,
desperate. Cattail.
I didn't say that.
Hey, do I get credit for knowing it's CD Projekt Red?
I mean, yeah, you do. You do get credit for that.
I love that game.
I think that
We
means
would greatly appreciate your support.
Any support, really.
We
I think that would garner some maybe like advanced access to a certain incoming.
I think so.
It
I
rhymes
agree.
with Cyberbunk.
Oh yeah, yeah. So if you guys would like a campaign setting set in 2077,
Oh.
please tweet at CD Projekt Red /alignment shift, and we'll get this campaign started.
And an undisclosed technological dystopian future.
Yeah,
Mhm,
totes, totes, totes. No doubt, no doubt. All right, let's
Anyway,
do this.
Where we were prior, the ground had just erupted, showering everyone with bits of rock and dirt and debris. A massive gray serpent-like being with rows and rows of sharp, jagged teeth springs forth from the ground, letting out this cacophonous.
Dope,
Wow,
dope.
that was not in my throat where I wanted it to be.
Eh,
I need everyone
That's what she
to
said.
roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, mercy.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Decent.
I lost my marker again.
oh, poor cow.
That means we win, right?
Where do I keep putting my
No,
markers?
that means he decides.
That's like the second one I lost tonight. I'm not happy about this.
Hey, Cal, what day of the week is it in the game?
It's freaking Tuesday.
What's the date exactly?
It is Gryson the 5th of Horsal.
The
Okay.
fifth?
The 5th.
5th.
Okay.
Okay. Hey,
All
my
right.
game's a little bit ahead. And 25 years behind.
Elena's birthday is not for a couple more weeks. It's fine.
Here's one. No, it's not. Your birthday's next Monday. Come on.
Yeah,
No, wait, hold on. Savior's birthday's next.
yeah. Do we have to...
Oh my god, are you twins? That would be funny.
Was I supposed to give C. Paula a birthday?
Only if
don't
you
have
want
Have
to.
You might not even know it.
I can
So-
talk with you later about it.
You know-
Birthday discussions aside, 25 to
Sorry.
20.
21.
20. Vale is at 21. Benedictus is at 20.
Okay. 15 to 20.
Well, Doris had an 18.
10 to 15.
At an 11, Elena did.
Was you got 14?
I had a 10. I'm gonna die.
Same.
Oh shoot, I forgot to roll. Okay.
No, don't leave me, Lola.
And a number. Ooh. Okay. So, starting off the top of the round, that would be our Miss Vale.
Look at the cat.
How big is it, and how many are there?
There's only one.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
hold on. Actually, that reminds me.
So
Thank you.
far.
Oh.
And hang on.
Fancy.
And
Oh, hell nah.
That's not gray.
well, shut up.
Yeah, it is.
It's a pinkish gray. It totes
Everyone's-
counts.
Everyone set your map tokens. While I try to remember how to put a tint on something.
I mean,
It
it's
looks gray enough to
beautiful.
me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Every time, I don't know why it won't let me resize.
So, did it come out of the hole that
It won't
I
let me
would
resize.
buy?
It did not.
Okay, so then what hole
Why
am I
won't
at?
you let me
Let's say you were at
resize?
this one.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure because I didn't want to put myself in the wrong spot.
Cal,
Guys,
can
Then
you?
again, I also
Can you
don't know how to do
resize
that.
me?
So.
I
Can I
can't.
what?
Can you resize my tokens? They won't resize for me.
Ah!
What the fuck was that?
Thank you.
Well, a body slamming me from the top rope.
Elena's still a little large. She doesn't fit in
In
the
charge.
squares.
Well, let's not get too far.
She's thick.
Okay, now she's tiny.
This thing is scaled accurately.
It is now.
Okay.
So me and Dana go back here.
Oh.
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I like how Glaive is, or Benedictus, sorry, is still the
So,
no photo
That
photo.
hurt.
At the beginning, however, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
I can do this. I got this.
That's the second one.
Due to paladin reasons of being paladin and awesome, so Polly gets a +4.
Wow.
Oh. Okay. In addition to what I already get.
26.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
Ooh, I beat Vale at something dexterity based.
I rolled shitty.
I rolled a
rolled a
17.
25.
25.
Oh!
Thank you, Benedictus.
I rolled a 7.
7.
Even with the plus?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think Lola's
I rolled
come.
a 9.
I may not die. It's okay.
Oldurus. What was
Uldurus
it?
is better than everyone else. He only rolled a 4.
Ah, that is.
Plus like 13, right?
No, I rolled a 2 plus 2.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, I think your D20 is going in jail there.
Ooh.
Xavier, what'd you get?
I got 24.
Okay. So Laura, Oldores, Benedictus, and Vale. As the monster erupts from the ground, the very tremors cause you to lose your footing. And you take 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not a good roll. 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you are knocked from your feet.
I have evasion, so I take no damage from a successful save. Wait, was it successful?
You were failed.
19 is fail?
That was a fail.
Oh, well, never mind.
DC 20.
So half damage.
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage.
Yeah!
Oh, I need to put Laura on. Hang on. Quick.
Hello, Duel. What are you awing about?
I think I just accidentally hit the power button on my fucking computer.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You still have time to cancel it.
Yeah.
If you press escape, right now,
Too
he's
late.
gone.
He's dead. We have lost. We have lost Bernie.
I tried to save him.
And you
His
failed.
last words. I think I accidentally pushed the power button.
Oh no, I'm connected through Discord on my phone.
Ah! He's
It's
back.
alive.
Stop talking shit
And I have
about
a physical character sheet, so I can play. I just don't know where I am.
Hey, I know what that's like.
Hey, Yildores, soon that problem will be fixed.
Yeah, tomorrow hopefully
I know. I believe.
I won't
Okay.
be restricted to a 15-year-old laptop that doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat.
So, Vale, it is your turn.
Alright. So, I will use 5 feet of movement to stand. I will just leap to my feet. And, And I... What?
I thought you said something.
No, you keep speaking right. Anyway, can I hold my turn until it comes closer?
Sure. You may hold one action.
Uh, what distance to this thing is melee range? It's partially
30.
airborne.
It's not airborne. It's on the ground, but it's
Okay.
about 30 feet away from you at its head.
Alright, I got a bad idea. I'll do what I do. And I will bludgeon it forcefully. What?
You said tank and spank.
Yeah, I guess. I will attack with my staff.
Okay, roll to hit.
17.
You whack at it with your staff, and you slam it into the side, and you hear this poof as the meaty flesh gives no give to the staff.
I will try again. For less.
I really don't like this.
I'm gonna get eaten. Again.
Again? What does that mean?
I'm gonna spend a key point for patient defense. Maybe it'll help
Okay.
me once I'm inside its stomach.
All right, Bernie, it's your turn.
All
Feel the
right,
burn.
guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here, where my move is going to put me. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And then right here on top of the thing is where Misty Step is going to put me.
Ooh. Lola!
Actually, I'm going for its eyes.
It does not have it.
Oh, does he have nodule? Well, whatever. I'm going straight for its head. Or
Yeah,
for a
as you-
entity.
As you glance at the being, it seems to have no eyes or appendages or any sensory organs whatsoever on its head.
All right.
They're in its butt.
Just need to lose my pencil again.
Good job.
There it is.
It's super effective.
Hmm.
All right, that's 1 second level spell down. And I am going to attack it twice using Smite on each attack, hopefully.
Okay.
Attack 1. That is a... Well, 19 on the dice.
That'll hit.
Sweet. That will expend a first level spell slot, and I get to roll 2d8 plus a d4 for my claws.
Neat.
Oh god.
40.
18 damage?
Okay. What's your weapon again?
My claws. I have a feat that lets me grow dragon claws. So I just pop up over the thing, roar down on it, and start clawing into it like I'm some kind of demented golden raptor.
Cool.
Yeah.
So with your first strike, you sink your claws into its flesh, and this gray liquid sprays out, encasing you, or not encasing, but coating you in this sticky ichor.
Gross. Second attack. Jeez, 24. Go Bernie.
That'll hit.
And this is 2 level 1 spell slots I'm going through.
No, not the level 1.
I'm sorry. I'm excited. 13, 15, 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. One more than last time.
All this for a
And-
drop of blood.
That's my turn.
It rears back its head as you strike it a second time, more of its blood coating the outside of your outfit.
Oh, my scales.
You're naked?
Pretty well. I do not wear armor, and I don't really wear clothes outside of pants.
Okay, your pants are drenched.
Aw.
At least you're wearing pants.
And your scales are glistening.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
flap in the... That's
Uh,
weird.
Laura is going to go now. As Laura looks up at this massive creature, you see on her face this look of shock and horror. And for just a brief moment, you wonder to yourself, is this the point where she realizes that she wasn't cut out for this and she's going to run away? And suddenly, this cold determination comes over her face. She spins her blade around in a flourish, holds it in front of her in her hand, unsheathed. And you watch as she draws the blade across her hand, as if pulling it out of a sheath that is not there, her blood coating the blade. As it reaches the tip, suddenly the blade begins to glow as if freshly pulled from a forge. And she holds it above her head and lets out a massive battle cry and comes charging forward.
Dope.
Dang, Laura.
Kick ass.
Is it flanking?
No. All right, let's see here.
Heckin' stabby stab.
Roll into hit.
Shoot, barbarian.
Barbarian. No.
Bloodhunter.
That'll hit. So her first strike, you watch as this glowing blade strikes down into its backside there. Or, well, its side in general, I suppose, is what that would be, since it doesn't really have backside. Anyway, worm physiology. 8 plus... what is her... What is her blood maledict?
Ah,
No. Figured that would give you what it was.
well, that's my
1d
second guess.
Oh, it's just 1d4. Oh wait, no. Gain an additional. Sorry, I haven't done a blood hunter in a while.
I think the die goes up at a certain level, doesn't it?
That's what I'm checking. Gain an additional rate. Sorry.
It's cool.
Anyway, I'm just gonna roll 8, 9. Okay. So she deals 10 damage on her first strike. And for her second strike, she whiffs. So the first strike cuts in, and you see this glowing energy pulse through that section of the worm. She goes to strike again, but it twists out of her way, and her blade slams into the dirt. Next up is Uldurez.
Uldoris, I don't know what he's going to do. I'm going to cast, see, is it within range for Hexblade's Curse?
Probably.
I don't have the range on that. Why don't I have that written down?
Cal, this map looks familiar.
Shut up.
Oh, this is I know what this map is.
It's all good.
Like I said, I made this in 15 minutes before the game started tonight because I got called in for a 14-hour day today. Sue me.
And we love you, and you're an amazing
God,
human
Mackenzie.
being.
You're so mean. You're hanging out with Piggy too much.
Sorry, I'm just
No,
checking out.
recycle.
Screw you, sir. Thought we were friends.
Sorry, I don't have this written down for some reason. Should have it. Yeah, and it's not pulling up on my phone for some reason. Anybody know what the...
What?
George, it's clickety clack keyboard.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
You're so kind.
I know.
He's awesome like that.
I don't know.
It's good.
30 feet.
Yeah, I just found it too, 30 feet. So yeah, I'm not within range. I don't know if I want to get any closer to this thing though.
Do you need to stay within 30 feet?
I have to be within 30 feet.
Right, to cast, but can you back off after?
I could, but if I move up that far, I'm not going to get much further back.
No, because I think George just measured it. You're 60 feet away, so you can move 30 feet up with it being from
50?
30 feet.
Ish.
So you can move up 20 feet and cast it, come back, move back to 10 feet.
Ooh.
I'm just, for now, I'm going to, I'm going to throw a couple Eldritch Blasts at it for now. So I'm going to apparate my packed weapon. And yeah, Eldritch. Does a 25 hit? Blue?
Cal. Calcium.
I love how I was like, we lost you, Eldoras. I didn't hear you. Then I look at my phone and realize, oh, they lost me.
Ah.
So I'm attacking with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And does a 25?
That hits.
Okay. That's one. And does a 25 hit again?
No.
I rolled two 16s in a row. Awesome.
And the damage on the second one?
All right, so damage on the first is 15. Damage on the second one is 8.
Okay. You lower your scythe, and two arcane bolts of dark energy go pew, pew, and you watch them impact the side of the worm, which rears backward. Benedictus, you have to grip your claws into its head to maintain your stance. Actually, make a dexterity save.
Sorry.
Not your fault. We're trying to kill the thing. Oh. There it is. Let's see. That's 25.
25. You dig your claws into the back of its head as it rears back, your feet dangling behind you. You look down the 20 feet and grab on with your other hand as it brings its head back down, leaving you horizontal to the ground again. Now it is Elena's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark. What? I thought I heard a noise. Okay. And then I'm gonna hit it with an arrow.
Wait, was I skipped?
Were you saying?
Yes, you are, Xavier. Your turn.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry. Wait.
No, you're right. I looked at my thing. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's what ZAV means.
My boots are light and I fly up 30 feet. And I'm gonna throw a fireball at its tail.
Okay.
Not
No
more
hit.
than
That's a save, right?
yes, a dex save. I'm
Dex.
casting at fifth level.
Wait, there's a survivor. Oh,
17.
Oh shit. Yeah, it takes half damage.
Okay. Boy, this thing's got a +6 to wisdom saves. What the fuck?
That's weird.
It's because of the type of worm it is and who uses it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you need to nerf it.
Nope.
No, it's a nerd thing.
Nerd.
It's a magic thing.
You fool. It's all my.
Takes 12 points of fire damage.
Does that already have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll. No, I can't do that.
You clicked your boots and you've cast a spell, so you only have a movement left, I believe, correct? Or even no, you don't have that because you flew up.
Well, the movement was the fly.
Right.
All the boots give me is a fly speed of my.
Right.
Bonus action. I'll have the.
It's not a bonus action to click your boots.
No.
Oh, alright.
Nope. They literally just give me a fly speed. I just have my Solaris feather at the ready.
Okay. Elena, back to you.
Okay, so I cast Hunter's Mark first.
Yay.
And then I want to shoot it with an arrow.
Hang on, I got this. Hold on a second. Where's the cancel? This. Where's Hunter's Mark? Oh, there it is. Sure. You gonna shoot?
Yeah, the first one is a 17 plus 9.
Maybe.
1d8 plus 1d6. $13 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And
Okay,
then
so maybe.
second hit is 13 plus 9 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
That's 9 damage. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. Now it is Sapala's turn. As your arrows sink into its flesh, more of this liquid comes pouring onto the ground, making the ground slick with blood. Sapala.
Yes.
Are there trees around the worm?
There are not.
Dang
You
it.
are in the center of the village, which has been pretty much cleared of trees and sits at the base of the mountain.
I guess so. Ugh. Okay. How far am I away from the worm?
Ruler.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to use this.
45 feet.
45. Well, that sucks. Okay. Is Bernie still on top of the worm?
Yes, he is.
Why are
So-
you on top of the worm? Gosh. Okay.
We ask that every day.
we do?
I mean, you might not.
Why are any of us top?
What is happening?
why do you have to knock down all the trees? Why can't you just leave trees up?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Well, people are
Go
dead.
into my...
I was just gonna say. We don't know that. Maybe that guy was missing an arm got away.
Hmm. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Do it anyway.
Well, you know what? I'll never know if I don't try. So I'm gonna cast Dominate Beast.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Intrigued.
Yes, it says you attempt to, I don't know what that word is. Beguile, a beast.
The guy.
Beguile.
Thank
Guile.
you. Thank you. I just didn't know how to pronounce it. A beast that you can see within range. If you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the duration. If you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it, it has advantage on the saving throw. While the beast is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it. You must use this telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious, no action required, which it does its best to obey.
28.
It fails.
I'm so confused.
You cast a spell, and it has to make a saving throw against your spell save DC. I rolled a 17 plus 11.
Is it even a beat?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It has to be a beast. Yeah, it's a monstrosity, technically, which is not a beast, is it? I
Okay.
always forget that. So, yeah, your spell does not seem to have any effect as it continues to rear its ugly head in your
Of course.
direction.
Okay.
But if it were a bear, that would have been great.
Dang it. I couldn't have been bear. Well, I'm just not having any luck today, are I? Well, I can't do Call Lightning because I'm going to hurt Bernie and then I was going to die and I can't handle that, so no.
You can hit different parts of the body where Brain isn't at.
True.
It's a big creature.
It is a
True.
massive creature.
And maybe you can like channel it through him and he can become a superconductor for it.
Gold is
And
a conductor.
like yeah, maybe he can focus your lightning bolt into the
Okay, I'm going to do Call Lightning.
Where are we aiming this call at?
That's fair.
As long as someone's not within 5 feet, I'm chill.
Okay, so you aim for like its back portion there where it's flashing.
Sure.
All right. I believe it has to make a dexterity save if I recall.
Sorry. It's been a while.
Yeah. I know we've been doing like completely non-combat sessions for the past month.
Aren't we so
Yes. It has to yes, dexterity save.
That'll be a great big tan.
Oh, well, it fails.
Oh, well, it fails.
Okay, 3d10. Oh gosh. It's been so long.
Oh,
I
boy.
wasn't doing anything. Okay, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
21.
Ooh.
Okay. Veinte uno.
Man.
Okay, so as you point your, I believe you have a staff, I don't remember, your staff up into the sky swells in a
Flower.
dark cloud. Flower, that's right. The sky swells into a dark cloud, and this bolt of bright blue-white energy streaks downward into the spine of this worm, which rears once again. Bernie, look at another saving throw.
Same one.
Yep.
Oh,
Dexterity.
this is also Bernie, Laura, and Anandawell's first time to see me in action.
21.
21. Once again, you manage to just barely hang on, rears back, spitting spittle into the air as it roars in pain. Is that the end of your turn, Sapala?
Yeah, there's not much else.
Okay. With the same motion as its head rears back, you watch as its open mouth comes careening downward toward Vale.
There it is.
Oh. This is all
And
my
that
fault.
25.
Yeah. Beat me to it. Well, I can't use my thing if I know the number. Yeah, it hits.
Question.
Yes.
Question. Didn't Vale have patient defense up?
I did. That's right. Thank you. I
What
was
does that mean again?
disadvantage. I was literally just thinking about that too, and I just blanked.
19.
Miss.
Okay.
Say Vale is pretty dodgy.
So
Yeah,
Vale,
that
you
was
look
pretty
you look
dodgy.
up and just see these rows and rows and rows of shark-like teeth coming towards you, and you just manage to pirouette out of the way as it slams into the dirt. And suddenly, as it slams into the dirt, you hear this crunch, and it begins to burrow into the ground past you and go under the ground.
With Benedictus still on it.
Shit.
Naturally.
Bernie, back.
I'm gonna take my reaction
Yeah.
to hit it
Okay.
because I can do that now.
You can roll to hit, and Bernie, strength save this time.
Is it
Oh.
flanking with Benedictus?
Or are you going to let go?
Benedictus will never run away from a fight
Okay.
until he runs out of spells.
Strength check.
Is that flanking with him?
It is not.
Okay. 26.
25. Ooh.
26 and 25 both to as a d20 roll. You both
Yes.
succeed.
25. Holy crap.
However,
Fail.
yeah, as it's scraping you against the ground, though, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's not bad for being buried alive with a giant worm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
That's not right.
5 points.
I've been rolling the right thing, but my damage got messed up on my character sheet. It's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah!
All right, and it disappears beneath the ground.
I like that itch that won't quit.
Glaive, can you still see your character? I don't know what layer you're on.
I can, but
Okay.
I would be under that layer if I moved.
Okay, you're fine. All right. At this point, Ananduil is going to go. You see her now just completely glowing golden. She seems to have gotten calmed down a little bit, and she is going to. Where did I put her? Ah, there she is. She's going to step toward the hole, and she comes up to you, Vale. Vale, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
She kind
I'm
of
fine.
stands in a defensive position around you, wielding a kind of scimitar-like weapon. She's going to hold her action. So that's the end of the turn. So as everyone stands around in the strange silence, the ground trembling slightly, there's a sudden shake in the ground, and a stronger vibration comes from a different edge of the village.
It makes that noise.
Can we go now?
Okay. Has-
A different worm pops out of the hole that Sapala was just standing at, right behind you. Sapala, Sapala, hold on, I need to, everyone within 30 feet. Oldurez, you're in the air, and Sapala. I need dexterity saving throws.
And this is the end of Supala.
Believe.
I just said in the chat, we're gonna be positive, and I'm like, yeah, nah. Okay.
Okay. What do we got?
I got a 7.
7. Oldurus?
20. A modded.
Mod of 20. Okay, so you succeed in not being knocked over by the creature. However, Sapala, you are flung from your feet and take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you are smashed into the remaining wall of the house that you had been trying to rummage through to save someone in. But it is now Vale's turn.
Oh, good.
Vale, your punches are working well. The other one ran away.
I hit it once after it started running.
Oh.
Is this slope here?
It is a slope.
Okay, how slopey is it?
Difficult terrain.
So like 5, 15, rest of the way?
Yep.
How like would it be an action to climb it? Because I do climb it at my full speed.
For you, I would consider that just a dexterity check.
Okay. This is still not a great idea. Alright, I'll try it. Yeah. Oh, just dex, not a save. 12.
So you ran to it and you attempt to grab onto it. I'm going to do it. No, as you reach up and grab onto it, it shifts its body and you find yourself slipping back. Oh, that's not what I wanted to grab.
What?
Slipping back down the side.
It's the oh, wait.
What?
No, I was climbing the slope.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. I thought you meant climbing the wall.
No,
Yeah, you're
I'm not
fine.
crazy.
No, you're fine.
Are
I
you
thought you were
sh-
climbing the worm.
Well, because like
Same.
I think I was gonna be like 5 feet short if it was
No.
difficult terrain.
No, I thought you were,
Insane.
All right, I climbed the worm. No. Yeah, I will continue, or I will start attacking this one now.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yeah. 22.
Hits.
Here's my staff.
Okay.
15 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 20
Hits.
for 10 more damage.
Okay.
Bonus action, I'll hit again.
Okay.
Miss.
Okay, so you whack. Did you learn anything from all your hits now, or what is it?
No, it's only when I use flurry blows.
Got it. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, Bernie, you are underground. You are blind and currently, I'm going to consider it kind of restrained, I guess?
Yeah.
Smashed up against the wall as it's tunneling through the earth.
Seems fair.
Entirely fair.
So it is your turn.
I'm going to do the only thing I can do unabated. Breathe fire on it.
Does that drop your phone? Because that's what I did. What'd you say?
I'm going to breathe fire. It has to make a con save of my con.
Plus 15.
28.
Sweet
Almost made it.
Christmas.
Plus 11 con saves.
I'm making sure I'm going to throw the right amount of dice because I almost never play Dragonborn. 3d6 at 6th level.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I could do it once a day, but yeah, wow.
Yeah.
This, and I need another d6, you first.
I like to think it's like throwing up on a roller coaster,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
but with fire.
Way better, way cooler.
So it takes 7
7.
points of damage.
It's kind of like when Hiccup rides Toothless and he shoots the fire, it goes.
Yep, you breathe the fire forward and it washes over you. You feel the familiar heat pass between you and the walls around you. And in a brief instant, you see around you in this just claustrophobic tight space as it worms its way through the moist earth.
Moist.
Earth.
Is that going to be your full turn, Bernie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that. Ignore me.
Sure.
The tomato situation all over again.
Yeah, but with totally different character.
Clay?
Let me see here. Which one is she gonna do?
She's gonna do the
Um,
one that is the most helpful to us.
She looks down at her blade in her hand and up at the other worm that has now appeared over Sapala. She takes her sword and slashes it across her arm and points the dripping blood toward the giant worm. And you watch as this tendril of red energy links between her arm and the worm. And for a moment, they both seem to rear in pain mutually. And she goes, "We're in this together, you son of a bitch." And starts charging at it. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Steps over the wall. Standing right next to you, Vale. She's going to hit it.
Heck, Laura.
And that's going to whiff. So her sword tings off the armor. Anyway,
But that's okay. She's got 3 more attacks.
Yeah, totally.
second attack. And that's even worse. Oldora's turn.
It's in range.
It is within range. Has this thing taken any damage?
This one has taken
I-
2 scrapes.
I hit it
Okay. I'm just curious.
a little.
What is this? Can I make a check to see what what this creature is made of?
Sure, make a nature check.
I rolled a natural 1. I have no freaking.
There's a worm in front of you.
That thing's big. I think
It's very intimidating.
I was checking to see if there was any inorganic material on it, like stone, crystal, metal,
Right.
etc. But I have no idea. So I am going to cast Hexblade's Curse on this one.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I'm doing this right.
Ah. Oh, it's enraged.
So he is cursed for a minute.
10 rounds, got it.
That was weird.
You're weird.
I am so weird.
How weird are you?
Weirder than you.
And
Hello, Circle.
all right, so that's my bonus action. All right, so I'm gonna go at it with a couple more Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
$14 does not hit. I'm assuming.
It does not. Your spell whiffs over its side.
All right. How about a 20?
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that'll be 12 points.
12 points of damage.
You know, it's a big target. You think I'd hit it more, but I can't hit.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Eldoris?
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna start backing up away from it.
Okay. All right. XC, it's your turn.
Alright. That's gonna give it to you. Alright. I'm going to point at the ground about right about here.
Okay.
So this doesn't catch anybody. The allies in it. Yeah, I'm going to cast Storm Sphere.
Casting what?
Storm Sphere.
Storm Sphere, got it.
So it's a 20-foot radius, so it's a 40-foot circle. So I'm trying to encompass it, most of it, without hitting Lauren or Vale. And it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Screw it. Strength saving throw. Oops, my dice is went missing. Oh yeah. Math.
Is it higher than 17?
Yes.
It's good.
26.
Almost makes it.
Good, you still had a flex on you. Alright. That's it.
That's it. All right. Gosh darn it. I can't get rid of the sphere. All right, cool.
The sphere's still there.
All right, cool. Sphere there.
It's still there.
Really bad looking sphere, but it's there. Elena, it is now your turn.
All right. So this is a different worm, correct, than the other one, right?
Well, you do not see glaive sitting on its head, nor do you see arrows sticking out of it.
Okay. So I'm going to switch Hunter's Mark as a bonus action to him. What?
It's Bernie, not Glaive.
I'm sorry, Bernie.
I was gonna let him get away with it.
And
I heard
then
you say it's a bird.
I'm going to shoot it. That would be a 19.
That would be a hit.
$13 damage. That would be a dirty 20, not a natural 20. Another 13 damage. That's the end of my
Alright.
turn.
Your arrows sink into its flesh. You hear it rear in pain. Sapala, it is your turn.
All right. Well, what I'm first going to do is I'm going to try to get away from it, like further away from it.
Okay, you might take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Hello.
Yep, so you're still going to do it?
Lightning bolt.
Yeah. I am.
Doesn't have. Okay.
Yep, okay.
Dex, so 15.
I'm sorry, what?
I rolled a dex save, so 15.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I lost my mind there for a moment.
That's okay.
$17?
17 damage.
Yes.
17. Mama Drama's gotta go now. 17. Okay. Will that end your turn?
I'm sorry. I guess I don't know if mine updated or not yet. Am I in a different spot?
No. Did you move?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, it is going to take an attack of opportunity on
It's fine.
you. That will be a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Almost.
For don't have enough dice.
That's never good to hear.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Much.
Fine.
Uh, 24 points of piercing damage,
Holy hell.
All right.
and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, that's
I have to live with my decisions, okay? I'm trying to be positive.
fine.
Okay. And then dexterity saving throw. Oh, I got a 20.
A nat 20?
Yeah.
All right.
So I got a 22.
As its mouth comes barreling down on you, it smashes you into the earth. You feel yourself crushed between its pincer like fangs. You scream out in pain and just manage to wriggle out between its teeth as you hear this sickening gulping sound as its muscles contract, and you watch as a pulse of motion inside its mouth moves toward the gullet, where you imagine that you would have been swallowed had you not moved out from between its teeth just in time. And now it's its turn.
Zapata needs to make a concentration check.
Oh, yes, power concentration check. Hey, thanks, Val.
Sorry. DC 12, I believe.
Yes. Mm, 13.
13?
Half damage taken, isn't it?
It did 24, didn't it?
27, I thought I said. Maybe 24, sure. 12.
27 was to hit.
Oh, that's right. Sure, 12.
Fighting for that one.
Alright. What'd you get, Sapala?
I rolled a 14.
You can.
Alright, you're fine.
You made it.
Okay.
Alright, so on its turn, Vale. I would like you to roll me a d4. 1 and 2 is you, 3 and 4 is Laura.
That's a good sign. 1.
1? Okay. That'll be a
Cast Warding Flare.
26 to hit.
Warding Flare.
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah.
What is
it's
that?
It's my cleric ability.
Oh, I don't know what that is. What do you do with that?
When I get attacked, a blinding flash of light happens and causes the attack to be at disadvantage.
Okay, so creatures without eyes.
You know, that's a good point. That was not described in the ability.
That's a good question.
Nor is it
then
something
again-
I considered.
Well, so you let off the flare. It has blind sight and tremor sense.
Actually,
so,
I think you are right. I don't think it does anything.
so.
Cool.
You cast the flare, and all of a sudden, this teeth come around you. I assume a 26 will hit,
That's
just slightly.
so close.
10, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 25 points of piercing damage.
All right. That
And
hurts.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
How much? Wait, how much? 25?
Yeah, 25.
Okay. Math
Yeah.
hard. Dex save.
Yep.
This is gonna suck. Yep. On the table. 21.
21. Having just seen Sapala wriggle out between the teeth a moment before, as the maw closes around you, you attempt a somersault to the side. Your leg gets caught on one of its incisors, and you feel this tearing pain through your calf. But nevertheless, you scrape through the closing mouth as it comes around you. And this trail of blood coming out as you glance back and hear the snap as the jaws clench tight where you had been. And
That hurt.
and now out from the ground, right on top of Ananduil, who must succeed a dexterity saving throw, and passes. She seemed the worm comes out from beneath the ground where she was standing. Her standing on the head right next to Bernadictus as it comes out of the ground. Unable to see them, however, it is now at eye height to Xavier
Hi.
as it emerges. Who is going to attack? Ooh, that's the lowest roll I've done. 17. 17 to Xavier.
It's a weird way to say shield.
Did you say shield?
No.
So I said
it
shite.
misses. No, it misses.
It misses? Okay. So it snaps at the air in front of you, Xavier. You just managed to back up in time as the giant teeth in front of you. Anna is now going to go. Anything cool she wants to do? Not really. So she's just going to take her sword.
So does she have like power word kill or something?
Of course, yeah. You know.
Yeah, shoot that.
And she begins to hack at the top of its head with her sword. That's actually not bad. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus, and you watch as her sword impacts in the top of its head. You see her blade ignites in flame, dealing 15 points of damage. Okay, we are now back to the top of the initiative order. Vale, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hit it. Actually,
Wise.
check something real quick.
Cal, quick
Yes.
question.
Quick answer.
I don't know if my screen is updated. I don't know if I'm on the right updated.
No, I haven't
Great.
seen you. I haven't seen you move at all. Where did you want to move?
Well, I just didn't know because I didn't want to like do something on my screen and mess something up.
You're fine. Go ahead, and move your pace.
Okay, that's all. Just ignore me now.
Yeah, I did the attack of opportunity, so go ahead and move.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it several times. Well, hopefully. A lot.
Okay.
Holy crap!
What?
30 to hit?
Yeah. Roll the
Oh, I
19
was
plus
rolling
11.
high.
14.
14 damage. Okay.
Ooh. 13.
That does not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a point for Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it. 14.
Does not hit.
New die. Oh my god. 18.
Just barely hits.
Yay! 11.
11 damage, and this thing has nothing.
It has nothing.
It has no
Got it.
immunities, no resistances, and no things.
Vulnerabilities.
Vulnerabilities, none.
And no condition immunities.
Nope.
Except
Well-
blinded.
Well, so that's the weird thing here. So it doesn't say condition immunities blinded, but it has blind sight and tremor sense.
Pretty sure it's implied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Implied blindness immunity.
Yeah. It doesn't
It
have
just,
eyes.
it just
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Bernie, you, by the way, you take... Actually, make another dexterity saving throw, just for the S&Gs, because that's how this creature works, kind of.
I love this stupid pink dice, and it loves me. How's a 27 suit you?
All right, you managed to hang on, but you do take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you are scraped through the cave and out into the surface.
Okay.
But you
my
are...
turn?
Yep, it is now your turn.
Okay.
And suddenly, you are on top of the beast with the elven girl standing next to you on top of its head.
It's not my first rodeo. I start
Wow.
crying.
What is even happening right now?
What?
No.
This is Benedictus. He does not know fear. He only knows fun. 15 plus 8, 23.
23 to hit? Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. I'm still smiting with the best of them because I'm crazy, I guess. Two, 12, 14, 16.
16 points of damage to the one you were on, okay.
Yeah, I'm not going after the other one. I'm not done with this one yet. Alright. And for the second attack. Oh, I might have missed that one. 12?
Yeah, that'll miss.
Well, that's a whiff. And that's my turn.
Okay. As you slash into it the first time, the second one you looking distractedly toward Ananduil, who's standing majestically in the sunlight. You go to punch it again, this time your wrist gives out and there's a sickening little sound.
Oh, my nails!
Laura, at this point, is going to step in front of you, Vale, and get closer. That's not the figure I wanted. Closer to the worm. Down here, you big, ugly fuck. And, not you. That'll hit. She slashes upward with her glowing sword. That's not the right die. That is. Ooh. 14. 13 points of damage to that one. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for her second attack, a natural 20.
Please.
Yay!
All right, 4, 7, 8, 9. That's 18 damage. Her second strike, she catches it right in the roof of her mouth with her sword, pulls it out, and you see this gush of blood down her arm that seems to sizzle off her blade. Oldores, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. I know it's still early in the fight, but which he looks between the two of them. Do either of them look more damaged?
The one that emerged first looks very injured. You see multiple abrasions across its entire body. You see blood just gushing from its orifices. The other one looks very damaged, but not quite as much.
Okay. How do you do that measurement thing? Hang on a sec.
It's the little upside down Q looking tool. The fourth one down.
I cannot get to that one, can I? Nope. But I do have Eldritch Blast. I'm just going to keep at it with the Eldritch Blast because it's working for me.
Okay.
I think this situation gives new meaning to being stuck between a rock and the hard rock.
A rock and another rock.
Is that a Digimon reference?
One.
Not intentionally.
I'm caught between a rock and two sets of teeth.
All right, so our first roll was a natural 1. Second roll was a 22. I'm going for
the first one. As you point your staff toward the worm, suddenly it shoots out the back end, and I didn't know it could do that. Then you readjust and fire out the first. 22 does hit.
And I forgot to add my proficiency damage for my cursed on the cursed one from the last hit that I could have.
Go ahead and add it to this one then.
Anytime I actually hit him, because he's cursed, I get to add my proficiency.
So go ahead and add the damage that you forgot last time to this one.
Okay. 18 points of damage to the red one.
Okay, 18.
And I'm gonna try backing up some more. I actually want to try and get up on the. If I can find a way to scurry up the slope behind me.
Sure, just make a quick dex check.
It's a 7.
That's all right. It's only a 5, so you managed to climb up the very slight embankment.
I've probably already done too much. I'm going to start looking around to see if there's any other craziness going on anywhere else in the village. If I see any other creatures or any other buildings going down, etc.
Sure, make a perception check.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Glancing around, Uldor, as you come to the top of this hill, you see another house that appears to have sunken into the ground. And you look around you and you see 1 hole, 1 worm, 2 hole, 2 worm. There's a 3rd hole here. Oh no. And that's the end of your turn. Xavier, it is your turn.
Love when it's ended on that note. I'm gonna use my action and disengage. Fly 30 more feet up. And bonus action, I'm going to have lightning strike the red worm.
Okay.
Storm sphere. That's a
Natural
10.
20 save.
There's no save. I'm attacking.
Oh.
Spell attack.
Oh, okay.
And since it's still within my sphere, I get advantage. 22.
That hits.
Uh, 10 points of lightning damage.
Okay, 10 points to the red one.
And that's my turn.
Okay. And Xavier's turn is Elena's turn.
Alright, so I'm just gonna keep attacking this red one here,
Okay.
since he's got a hunter's mark still on him. 17 to hit.
Does not hit. Your first arrow off the armor plating on the outside.
$24 to hit.
That'll hit. You're pegging the red one, you said, right?
Yeah. 11 damage. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Both of them are looking very injured at this point. Sapala, it is your turn. Sippy cup?
All right. Yes, I'm here.
Sippy cup.
Did you call me Sippy Cup?
I called you Sippy cup.
Wow.
Okay. So, which one looks more damage?
I suppose the one that's not red would maybe look slightly more damaged.
Okay, I'm going to attack that one.
The more damaged one?
Yes,
Okay, what are we attacking it with?
call lightning.
Okay, I'll roll the dex again. It's 18 dex.
What does that go against?
Your spell save DC.
Um,
Alright, so I assume it passes, so he'll take half damage.
where is? I have lost my dice. Oh heck. Where is my dice?
I ate it, I got hungry.
Ah, found it.
I don't know what that means.
How tall would you guys consider a huge monstrosity?
Huge. I had to.
I was muted, but my answer wasn't any more helpful.
So I got 19, so half of 19.
It's 9, right?
Huge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 by 15 feet.
Okay.
Takes up that size space. So, in theory, a cube.
Okay, got it.
Ugh. I'm sorry, Lola. Gotta adjust here. Yeah.
Okay. They both look equally damaged now. At the end of your term, the worms are going to go. So this guy.
Between 16 to 32 feet, roughly.
So this worm is going to begins to make a beeline toward Elena.
No.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ho.
Elena, you are going to be attacked for a natural 1.
Okay.
As it comes towards you, you stumble backward, landing on your hips. Its head comes careening down, and you just see the teeth sink inches into the dirt right where you had just been standing. It rakes backward and rears its head back towards you. And Vale. I don't think I should roll this dice anymore.
No, keep rolling it.
22.
Hold on. 22
22.
just hits.
Just hit. Just hit the witch.
Hey.
7, 10, 15,
That's enough.
27. 27 points of piercing damage. And I need a dexterity saving throw.
Hold on, I gotta do math. Alright. This is where I get eaten. 21.
21, and again, the mouth closes around you, and you begin to deftly attempt to weave between its teeth just before the mouth closes around you. It's drool impeding your vision as you begin to climb through its mouth, and just as they snap shut, the edge of your coat gets caught on the back, but you manage to pull it free.
Not again, not again, not again, not again!
And finally, last but certainly not least,
That's what I was afraid of.
Oldores, immediately emerging from the hole, the final worm comes careening toward you. That's a little bit better. What?
No, Oldoris just kind of turns around and goes, "Oh no."
Does a 28 hit?
Yeah.
Maybe, just a little bit, I hope. Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
32 points of piercing damage.
Holy hell!
And I need a dexterity saving throw. I rolled 2 6s and 2 5s. And a 3.
Yeah, that's cocked. Hang on a second, let me try that. Not good. 5.
You all turn as this worm emerges from the ground. You see Oldures turn towards you and say, "Oh no," and then vanish behind a flash of teeth.
Oh no.
It is now Ananduil's turn, who is going to strike at this creature again. That'll actually hit. I always say that like I'm surprised. Oops. Uh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage. Let me see here. Okay. So she's done. So we're going to go up to the top. Vale, it is your turn.
Ow! Getting my inventory real quick. Edgar, stop it.
Oh, you're not.
I am gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. Because, ow. What is that, a D8 plus wisdom?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Yes. I know. Alright, well, That's lackluster. Got 6 points back. And I think I'm gonna do what's it called? Patient defense again.
Okay. That'll end your turn.
Yep.
Bernie, back to you.
I've gone blind. Crap. Okay. I guess I'm just visually impaired now.
You okay,
And
buddy?
I still, I can't see where I'm supposed to be at because the freaking entire webpage just decided to stop.
Oh, well, you're still on its head.
Refresh.
Awesome. I'm gonna start clawing at it like a plebeian, just normal attacks.
Okay.
Normal. Fucking clawing at this thing like I'm some kind of hungry tiger. (17 plus 8 is 25.
That'll hit.
Awesome. 8 damage.
It begins to rear back your next roll.
Oh, come on. 9 plus 8, 17.
17 to hit does not hit.
Ah, well, present. Shit. Okay. Well, that's all I got.
Okay. Laura is going to strike at the other one. And that'll hit, dealing 5, 10, 18 damage to this one. Okay, so Uldurez, back to you. Uldurez, you are currently blinded and restrained and surrounded by rows and rows of teeth, and you feel this warm, thick liquid that begins to burn your legs, and you feel it seeping into your clothing and giving off this noxious smell.
I start frantically looking around, trying to find my shadow, and realizing I don't see it. I just close my eyes. Be with me, and I reach out inside the mouth and I just grab whatever I can and I cast Blight.
Oh, fudge me.
Sweet.
Dodge
this.
Dodge this. Hello, boys. I'm back. Blight.
Your target must make a
Con.
Constitution saving.
No, that is his dump step. 21.
Succeeds. So you take half damage.
Yep, half damage. So roll 8d8.
98.
98.
Increased damage 598. Slot level above 4th on that tip.
Cool.
Ed, you're bringing back this toy like a good little puppy.
At least my cat acts like a cat.
Buster acts like a cat. Edgar's a dog, though.
4 points of damage.
How many?
4 points of damage. Necrotic damage.
Just 4?
44.
44. Got it.
I think you can get.
Half.
I just realized I did a miscalculation. What's your spell save DC?
17.
Okay, so I only had 15. I misread.
So 44 points
So
of damage.
44 points. So you all watch as Oldoris, who had been swallowed by this worm, it suddenly shakes for a moment. This black, veiny pulse travels through its body, and it makes this horrible sound. And Oldoris is regurgitated onto the ground. You see him dripping in this purplish, thick ooze as he lays on his back, gasping for breath.
How does that expeditious retreat ring work again? I can use that bonus action.
Yes.
I want to get that as far away from this thing as I can.
Okay, so you burn a charge from your ring and dash action.
So that's
What's your movement?
movement. So double the movement.
Yep. Because you haven't moved at all yet this turn, so movement plus your dash.
I know how this program works, I swear.
I assume you're not going to run within 5 feet of the other worm.
Here's the problem, though. If I move, that one that I just got out of is going to try and take another attack.
Yep.
Alright, I ain't gonna move. I'm just gonna sit there and dripping and...
Icker.
Yep. Okay, Oldoris' turn ends. Xavier, it's up to you. Literally up to you, because you're 60 feet in the air.
Alright. So for my bonus act, well, actually, might as well just do it. Yeah,
You're
bonus
so
act,
quiet,
uh,
Mackenzie.
I'm sorry.
Put the microphone in front of your face.
I
Swallow
I
it.
don't know why Discord doesn't like to use, actual headphones. Or not microphones, but the headsets. I'm going to use my bonus action to thunder strike the or lightning strike the red worm. Oh, with advantage.
Okay.
Does the 23 hit?
Yep.
No, 7 points of lightning damage.
All right, you watch as the bolt of lightning arcs through its body. You see the electricity begin to build from the inside, its outer hull blackening from heat, and like an overcooked hot dog begin to split up the sides, blood pouring out as it rears its head backward and flops down, upside down, dead.
Nice. And then I'm going to throw.
Who wants a barbecue?
I'm just imagining Fairy Tale right now.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, well.
It's
and
meh.
I'm going to throw a fireball right about here to get both the remaining worms without hitting Oldoris or the two on top of the other worm.
Okay.
So they.
No, that's a
both
dex,
need to
right?
make Yeah, they both need to make dex saves.
All right. Left one, 13
It fails.
and 8.
Fails. This is 4th level, by the way.
Okay.
Ooh, I've seen quite a few 6s.
And by the way, don't worry, guys. My tweet is currently at 442 likes.
Holy moly.
You're a poplar now.
You're
You're a poplar.
famous.
He's a poplar. Ah.
Where's the princess?
They both take 38 points of fire damage.
All right. So as the fireball impacts, you watch as the first worm on the left, its entire back section becomes vaporized as it reemerges from the smoke. You just see this charred section of the spinal column where its lower half had been. It retches in pain, covering Elena in thick Icarus saliva and blood.
Thanks.
And it falls down into the dust. The other one took how much damage was it?
They're 38.
All right, 38. Okay, takes that damage. Elena, it is now your turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move Hunter's Mark as a bonus action to this one. And then, you know what? I want to shoot it.
Again, shocked.
Okay, God, I only have so many tricks up my sleeves, okay?
Don't you have
What are you gonna use?
use your dagger?
I don't have a dagger.
Maybe you should name drop.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
14 damage.
Okay.
Xavier, did you hear what I said?
I did.
I
That
did
makes
not.
me happy.
23
I
to
said
hit.
maybe she should name drop.
Oh, I did hear that actually. What was that?
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 damage.
Okay. That your last attack?
Yeah.
All right. Your arrows sink into its flesh. You can see it twisting its head back and forth, assessing its surroundings. Sapala, it is your turn.
I'm gonna call lightning the worm.
Okay.
Before I do that, I'm gonna yell at it and say, "Bad! You don't eat my friend."
13 dex save.
It does not pass. And I have other. $20.
20 points of damage. Wow. Okay. Is that in your turn?
Yeah.
As it's looking around, assessing your surroundings, you call out, "You do not eat my friends," and the lightning strikes it. You see it writhe, and then its head, like a dog pointing toward a tree, focuses in on you. 5, 10, 15, 20.
It's moving.
It is moving. You may make an attack of opportunity.
Natural one.
You miss. That's okay. That's not the greatest. 21. There's a spell. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You look up into the gaping maw. You take 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 24 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So 24.
24.
Okay.
Right, and I need you
Okay.
to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. It's gonna be ironic if I get eaten. Uh, 16.
You jump to the side and you feel solid earth on the ground, and you breathe a sigh of relief. And then you glance around and realize that the earth that you are sitting on is currently still inside the worm's mouth. And then suddenly the daylight around you into blackness, and you feel the crushing weight as this horrible gulping sound moves you deeper into its bowels. You have been swallowed.
Okay.
And it is now Ananduil's turn, who leaps off the other one here and is going to attempt to. Where is she? There she is. Screw it. She's there. Climb onto, or actually from the bottom, she's going to strike at it. For a miss, her second attack. For a miss. 2 misses, she starts swiping at it, but is not hitting. Vale, it is your turn.
Is its mouth open?
Nope.
All right, that makes saving Sabella harder. You know what? Yeah, we'll just like flying leap attack at it because that sounds like fun.
All right.
Parkour.
Yeah, I'll jump off whatever this is here. The overhead flying staff attack. Is Sipala flanking it?
She is. These creatures are not going to be considered flanked.
Okay. I can hope.
Good limit is
22
That'll hit.
for 15 damage.
Okay, next.
Second staff attack. Land on the ground. Swing up at its like chin or something. On the table. 17
Does not hit.
misses. I'm gonna hit it with a bonus action.
Okay.
A lot. 26.
Hits.
Math is hard, okay? I know I'm only adding 10, but it's still hard. 10 more damage.
Okay. Anything else?
So I'm sure I'll burn a key point for another attack.
Okay.
Just mark that.
Elena is flanking.
I said these creatures aren't flankable
Oh,
because they're big.
I missed that.
Yeah, he's asked me.
I
think they're big enough that you really can't consider a strategic advantage to having a person next to it.
I was mostly joking about Zapala flanking it.
Okay. My bad.
25
That'll hit.
for 9 more points.
Okay.
Don't fall off, kitty.
That'll bring us to Benedictus.
That does not belong to you.
Drop it. Drop it.
Claw attack 1. What is that? That's a 12. 12, 8, modded 20.
That'll hit.
What? 6 slashing damage. Attack 2.
Okay.
Xavier, what are you doing?
Modded 21.
That one doesn't hit.
Wait, Xavier, what were you doing?
Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm muted. I was just looking at myself in the mirror because it's just a giant.
Oh.
Okay, he's vain.
You're so vain.
That'll be 7 more points of slashing damage.
Okay. And that will bring us to Lara, who's gonna come running forward, and she comes screaming. You hear, "Drop my friend."
Aww.
I have
She don't-
friends.
She's gonna raise the sword above her head and do like a two-handed jumping slash for a whopping roll of 4.
Just
Second
stole that
attack.
from me.
Hey, that'll hit. So, roll that. 5, 6, 7, 14 points of damage. Okay. And that will bring us to Yeldorez.
Eldorus kind of wobbly stands up and kind of like shakes his arms and trying to shake the snot off of himself.
Yeah.
In a very Men in Black reminiscent moment. He looks up at the creature and goes, "Oh, you think you're just going to eat and run, huh?" And he runs up and he places his hands on the creature once again,
Uh-oh.
and again casts Blight.
Okay, that's a con save, but con is its dump stat. Dump stat. I cannot say that tonight.
I don't believe you.
19. It has a con save of plus 11.
That's why I don't believe you.
It has a natural con of 22. Anyway, 19. Hello?
Yep. I mean, it makes it save. I'm rolling right.
Oh, okay.
What?
What Mackenzie put in the group chat?
Oh.
Ah.
42 points of damage, half.
So 21. How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Please get me out.
As I put my hands on this creature, I kind of look out of the corner of my eye and I can see my shadow kind of part from me and creep up the side of this creature. And he too puts his hands into it, and then his whole form just starts wrapping and writhing around the worm and just like presses itself into, and there's like steam pouring off of the beast as its veins get all gross looking, and it just kind of
So you as it is constricted by Oldora's shadow and crushed, and you see the blackened veins begin to pulse and burst all down the entire length of this massive beast. As it slumps into the ground, you look up and see just briefly hovering in the air Oldora's shadow standing 15 feet tall for just a fraction of a second in perfect clarity, which then immediately shrinks back to Oldora's side. Sepala, you feel the creature around you lax, and you see ahead of you some light, and are no longer restrained.
Oh, I'm getting out of there.
All right. So you begin to crawl your way back up its esophagus and
Ew.
carefully past its teeth, the smell of rot and decay filling your lungs as you pour past the rows and rows of teeth that line all the way up its stomach and out its mouth. You all watch as very slowly Sepala emerges completely drenched in stomach acid and spittle.
Wow.
I fly down and use prestidigitation, clean everything out.
Oh, thank you.
Uldoris kind of just drops onto the ground and is just laying there on the ground staring up.
Are you okay, are you okay, Oldoris?
I think so.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
All right.
Think
Bye.
Can we name this one? I think so.
Can we name this one? You guys just killed